Hello, everybody. Mike Donnelly here with Barrier Free Contractors, and this is the Accessible Barrier Free Homes channel. I combine it with the Accessing My Home podcast. You're going to get two for the price of one from some of the best experts in the field. We speak with some of the best advocates and professionals in the mobility world, and these advocates promote fantastic accessibility solutions for those with mobility challenges. Today, we're speaking with Gene Leber, a universal design specialist and a huge advocate for helping people with disabilities. Gene's a wheelchair user and has gone through a lifetime of mobility challenges and knows firsthand of the need to have an independent life. So, Gene, thanks for being here today and giving us some of your expertise.
Oh, thank you, Mike.
Okay, well, let's talk about, I've been in your house and I've seen some remarkable stuff, especially your accessible kitchen. Can you give me an idea, give the world here an idea of some of the things that you have that just are spectacular for people that are wheelchair users?
Well, when I look at the designing and using a kitchen, I love to cook. So I wanted to make sure that when I'm in my kitchen, everything for me is accessible. So by doing that, I started looking at different ways of creating accessible counters, looking at appliances that I thought could be utilized in my kitchen that looks and functions, but yet there's as far as appliance goes, it works very well for me as a wheelchair user. For example, when I started looking at my oven, most oven doors pull down towards you. All right. I was lucky to find a oven that the door hinge opens from the side, so you can open that door completely away from you. And what's also nice about this particular oven is that you can then pull the racks almost right up to your body to be able to put things on and off of it. So that was a great find. The other thing that I came across in my kitchen was a dishwasher. Okay, a dishwasher, same thing. When you open up the door, and most dishwashers, when you open the door, it comes all the way down, and it's really hard for a person who uses a wheelchair to access the dishwasher. So looking around at different types of dishwashers, I found a dishwasher that was like a drawer. So they pull out just like any drawer. You can easily put your dishes in it and close it up. So it's very easy to use. And then when I started looking at, of course, the obvious things you need in a kitchen is your sink. And at what height did I feel comfortable at having my kitchen sink at? So when I started working with the guys, there's a standard that a lot of people use for where the kitchen sink should be, but I wanted it to feel perfect for me. So there's a variance in the inches that that the normal kitchen for accessibility is at. So I set my kitchen sink at the level that I liked. And then, of course, there is nothing underneath my sink, so I can completely roll underneath it with ease. And then I thought, well, okay. When I was looking for a stove, of course, I wanted to be able to have a stove I could roll under. And but then here's the other thing about a stove. So a lot of these stoves have controls that are in the back of the stove itself. Well, someone like myself reaching across the stove, you could easily get burned. So as I was looking through and looking for stoves, I came across a stove that you can actually put a paper towel over top of the burner and then put your pan on top of it, and it won't burn it. It won't the paper, even the paper towel won't get burnt. So then I realized that an induction oven was perfect for me. I didn't have to worry about getting burned, and it works fantastic. And then the other things I wanted to make sure is you got to have a prep area. And I wanted to find a prep area that was at a perfect height for me. And then right next to me was a sink and a garbage disposal. And that works. That prep area is perfect because I'm completely underneath the prepped area. I can prep all my food right then and there, and then I can get rid of any things that need to be put into the garbage disposal.
So going back to your sink, when you slide under, did you use pipe covers, anti-scald pipe covers under there?
Well, no, I did not. I do not, because I actually designed it so that it was covered by wood.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they're hidden.
Okay, what about the faucet itself? Is it a touchless faucet, or how do you do that?
Yeah, it's a touchless faucet.
How do you like it?
Oh, I love it. And what's amazing is everyone who comes here, they fall in love with my sink and my stove. It's amazing. And it's just those little things that makes the world of difference. And they're out there. You know, whatever works for you, perfect, you know, for you, especially if you're a wheelchair user, I would highly recommend that you look at things, because you'd be surprised what's out there.
Yeah, you know, when you talk about going into a house, do an assessment. And if a person wants to do something like what you did with the kitchen, you know, you've got to take the time to walk through everything. Inches matter, right? I mean,
It absolutely, an inch matters a lot.
I believe
An
that.
inch can throw everything off, believe it or not.
Yeah, and that allows you to do so many things by sliding under, and all your cutting boards and everything else that you've got. I've seen Gene's house, folks, and I got to tell you, it's pretty cool. I love it. All right, last question on your cupboards. How do you handle your dishes?
Well, I actually had all my cabinets put at the normal height for anyone, because of the product that's out there I've been using for years. And it's funny because when I show individuals my cabinets and the pull down mechanism that I use to put my dishes in, that brings the dishes from the normal height of a cabinet right down to right in front of me, people are like, where did you find something like that? And it's like, well, that's been out for 20 some years. I've been using something like this for 20 some years. And, but it works great. I mean, and then, you know, you give it a little tug and it goes back up into the cabinet. It works beautiful.
Well, you know, this whole thing is meant to be able to broadcast a message that you just said it, 20 some years, and people still don't know about it. Come on.
Yeah.
You know, there's a way to get this to people, and they need it. I mean, I don't care if you're in a chair or you're a senior, or some of these people have cabinets that they got to get a ladder under to be able to go get their dishes. It's crazy. And this way is a great solution.
Yes, absolutely. And like I said, it's been on the market for a long time, and it makes a world of difference for someone like myself. And even I have a female friend. She's 5'1". She loves it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Across the board. Okay. Well, Gene just educated you all, me included, and we really appreciate it. So look, if you like what you heard today, please subscribe to our channel. It's a big plus to help people that need it. The more subscribers we get, the more people we help. So it's a beautiful thing. Gene, thanks a bunch, bud.
You're welcome.